I hope she's better than Cleo. That's all I want. That's probably impossible. Was that from the story? She's so cute as a kid.
Yeah.
This is actually all from the story?
Yeah.
Wow. I need to read her
read the story.
Yeah, I need to read her adventure story.
Oh no, that's not from the adventure story. That's from the campaign.
Real? Okay.
I have surpassed the station of the mere Paladyn. I am now the Grand Paladyn.
She's a Grand Paladyn? Water axe. I guess Korean is dead. Man, she looks so elegant. I'll read this properly after this, but I'm excited.
Oh, they showed the abilities before. That's probably useful.
Holy accord.
Wow. I just can't get over how pretty she is.
She's very pretty.
Whoa! That looks super splashy. Wait, did she generate shield by herself?
She gives everyone shields through your skill.
Wow. We boosted her from 4% to 6%. It's easy. It's even easier to get her too. Wait, that's for all calls.
It's called.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot for a moment. All right, quick recap. How many Gala adventures do we have right now? Cerise, Ranzo, Cleo, Mim, Prince.
We should have 7.
7? Who am I missing then?
They come out every 2 months.
Then who am I missing? I'm missing 1.
We have Cerise, then we have Mim, we have Ellie, we have Ranzel, we have Yuden, we have... Who else am I missing? Let me check my game.
This is our 6th one. No, there's only 6.
Oh, there's only 6? Oh yeah, because they didn't do it for the first 2 months. I'm dumb.
Okay, so that's why I was super confused. All right, so that means the entire core adventure group. I guess Cerise being in there is kind of weird, but the core adventure group is there.
Not Luca.
Wait, who?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm going 100% going for her. I mean, if she was just pretty enough for me, but my water team's also kind of crummy, so that's easy enough. We have stats, don't we?
Stats?
Yes.
As in...
Her attack.
Oh, yeah, her stats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in the game.
Okay, we'll talk about that afterwards. Anyways, let's go with the abilities first. First ability, Divine Oath. Second, Elisanne will gain the Divine Revelation effect for 13 seconds if any of the following occur. Her Force Strike connects, she uses a skill, or she executes a 10-hit combo. That's an ability. That's free. That is so... You could just trigger a Force Strike fire. That's so easy. Are you kidding me? This effect cannot stack, and when it is active, Ellie will be immune to knockback. That is super useful. So is Divine Revelation only going to make her immune to knockback?
It has a second ability, but that will be shown later.
Okay. No, but just being immune to knockback is very useful.
Yeah.
Additionally, she has Heaven Shields 2, reduces susceptibility to burning and stun by 100%. Yeah, like a lot of Gala heroes cannot be stunned, but burning, that's nice. Which is very obvious because she's supposed to be going against fire. Anyways, abilities: Prime Strength plus 10% increases the strength of the adventurer you are currently controlled by 10% for 10 seconds every time their initial skill displayed at the top of the skill list becomes available for use. After activating, this ability will not activate again for 15 seconds. So it activates automatically, so every time you use, it becomes available for use. Not even when you use the skill, you just get it.
Yeah.
That's crazy good. I mean, it's not much of, it's 10%, but still, that's free. Literally free, just for using a skill or having a refresh.
So as all prime skills work, if Ellie is an AI, it'll give it to your player control character. So this makes Gala Eli a really good AI unit.
Wow. Wow. I actually did not know that. It doesn't say that, but that's really what happens?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Alright, that's cool. First skill, Holy Accord increases the strength of water tuned adventurers in the team by 30% for 15 seconds. Wow, that's a great support. That's crazy good support. That's self-explanatory too. Wow, she's going to be amazing in water teams, if that wasn't obvious enough. Additionally, she has Celestial Ascent. Deals water damage to enemies directly ahead, increases the user's energy level by 3 stages, increases the entire team's flame resistance by 25% for 30 seconds, and grants all teammates a 1-use shield that nullifies damage less than 20% of users' maximum HP. Neither this shield nor the increase in flame resistance stacks. The skill gauge for this skill can be filled by attacking enemies, but it will also be gradually filled automatically during Divine Revelation. This is... When did Dragalia Lost get the Fire Emblem Heroes problem where the text is just literally paragraphs? Oh, yeah.
They're just chilling out with the crew in the schoolyard.
This is like a short essay, but it'll also gradually fill automatically during Divine Revelation. Abilities that increase, well, oh wow, Divine Revelation's, again, very easy to get because all you have to do is, what is it again? Just for using a Force Strike. Wow, she synergizes super easy. That's a crazy good support hero. Alright, I'm waiting for it to get back. Abilities that increase skill gauge fill rate will not affect this automatically increase. When the user is not under the effects of Divine Revelation, attacking enemies will still fill a gauge, but it will decrease automatically over time unless the gauge is already completely filled. Alright, what does that mean?
Huh?
What does that mean? When the user is not under the effects of Divine Revelation, attacking enemies will still fill the gauge, but it will decrease automatically over time unless the gauge is already filled completely.
The abilities that increase skill gauge and attacking enemies will fill the gauge will decrease automatically over time unless the gauge is completely filled. I'm not necessarily sure about that one.
Yeah, it's looking to
really weird wording.
That is really weird wording, but basically it's saying unless you're in Divine Revelation, this will slowly decrease itself, even though attacking will increase it. So that's weird. I guess it's to balance it out. I mean, it does seem like a very good... I mean, if you go into any fire event or fire dragons or any bosses, like this is huge. 25% flame resistance and generating shields for your team, along with, you know, just dealing damage. But
so yeah, this is basically what Divine Revelation is made for, because knockback isn't that useful since there's a lot of ways to cancel knockback.
Yeah, like, okay, wow, that's as a support, that's just crazy useful. It's also super long, so I'm gonna, so basically when you use Eli, you just gotta spam 4 strikes after a couple of hits, and it triggers every 13 seconds, and then afterwards it should just allow you to spam out Celestial Assaults, Celestial Ascents.
Yeah, sort of.
Is what I imagine. All right. Additionally, she has defense plus 50%. I mean, that's standard. And of course, she is 6%. Is there any reason not to go for her? Given the Mega Man event doesn't have a banner.
Okay, let me tell you how a free-to-play launch unit ruins this woman's career.
Okay.
Okay, so base Eli has this really special skill called buff time plus 20%. You see, what it does is that it increases the buff time by 20%. I didn't know if you knew that or not.
Okay.
So what this does is it gives 3 extra seconds to Ellie's buff, to base Ellie's buff. But that's not all. Base Ellie will have a faster time to charge her skill, which means that she can have an easier time to stack her 20% buff more often. So in a co-op game, Ellie can only give out that 30% buff all the time, and that prime strength is only given to herself, so she can't give that out to her teammates, even though her main form of DPS is through buffing, meaning that prime DPS isn't as useful. So base Ellie's 40 constant 20% stacking on each other is way more useful than that 30% coming in every bit that can't stack.
What?
Making Gala Eli less useful than base Eli.
No way. Okay, I think you're... No way. That doesn't sound right. You seem to get so much more here.
DPS wise, she's less, but Gala Eli gives the shields, which is nice.
I know. Gives a shield to flame resistance. She gets the spam. No way. Okay. No way. That doesn't make any sense.
Not only that, but axes charge a lot slower than lances.
True.
Meaning that Gala Eli has a lot smaller window of actually being able to charge her skill in time for the stack. Meaning that there's either going to be a really small time where you get that 60% strength buff, or there's not going to be a 60% strength buff.
Surely
so, it really depends on what the SP cost is.
Okay, but here's the thing. What if you have a better Lancer to use, like say Fjorm or something, and then instead you want to use...
What is a better Lance unit in the game than Eli? There is none. There is none. Fjorm got killed in Master High Brunhilde.
Then what is the point of this?
Waifu.
Oh! This is not making sense to me. Okay, we're gonna look at stats in a moment. Surely there's something there.
I mean, she might be able to do it if she has Halloween Maritimus. Halloween Maritimus will probably allow her to do the 60% stat.
Okay.
So that might make her as viable as Eli, if not better. But besides that, I don't see how she will be better than base Eli. Which is sort of weird.
Okay, well, I don't know what to say. That's weird. All right, we're gonna take a look at it in the game to find out if the stats there at least back something up. This just sounds weird to me. It's a Gala hero and one that's, I mean, people have been expecting. And if she's gonna be worse off than her base form, then that's really, really weird. I mean, I feel like you get a better complete package here, especially defensively. But this game's about DPS, so. Okay, let's take a look. Would I rather not use Gala Eli and then somebody else for a Lance position?
There really isn't other Lance units in the game, though. For, like, water, there isn't really any.
I know, it's basically just Fjorm.
Fjorm got deleted when higher levels of Brunhilde came out.
Okay, this is awkward.
And Zainfried.
Okay, don't even mention Zainfried. Okay.
I mean, you could probably use them together in like,
in
like co-op, if you really want to do that.
Okay, fine. The question is therefore, like, if we're looking at water axe heroes or adventurers, who would you pick over Eli? I guess that's the real competition, right? You should be doing it by color and weapon element and weapon class.
I feel like Gala Eli plays like a different role entirely from the other two axe units in the game, so I don't feel like it's completely fair to like compare the two.
She feels like she's support,
yeah. But if I already had a Lance Eli, I would probably use Karina instead, because Karina would probably do more DPS in that situation.
All right, then I gotta see it. But yeah, she's coming out. I'm still gonna go for her because, as you said, waifu, and that's enough for me. I'm gonna run her and Fjorm together, and I'll see how that works out. But that's just super awkward to me. If the free-to-play version of her is better, that doesn't feel right at all. Like, but what you're saying makes sense to me too. So, All right, so she has 745 HP, 516 strength, and that gives you a might of 2,501. I actually have no idea how to identify these things because almost all the time I'm only looking at skills. So is that meaningful at all, Nag?
516 is the same strength as Summer Julieta. As far as strength stats and HP stats go, HP stats are irrelevant and strength stats are not as relevant because like skills are more important.
Yeah.
Because skill damage dragons.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's making me sad. And everything is as we read, so there doesn't actually say anything more. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Go for her if you want, but what Nag says makes a lot of sense. Just seems like you get a better consistent buff from base Eli rather than Gala Eli. but she's hotter.
That's true.
Oh, that feels bad, but I'm still gonna go for it.
Oh, I'm still gonna go for her.
She's amazing for Mercurial at least, and as a support. Oh, you're right. As at the
Oh,
very
yeah.
least, as support.
She's good for on element Mercurial Gauntlet as AI.
So the question therefore is, when you run base Ellie, is she also AI, or are you running her as player?
Usually you want to play it. You want to play base Ellie as player. There's a specific reason for that, because for one, you can charge up your skill 1 faster if you're controlling base Ellie, and 2, you can use her second skill to just iframe all the blasts that the big enemy does in that battle, which is really easy because Ellie's skill 2 is basically just use the iframe everything in Mercurial, because it's really fast to charge, and it doesn't do anything other. So there's like no use to like using it earlier than the.
God damn it! You were going so well. You weren't cutting out at all, and now it's happening. Okay, I think I understand what you're saying. But yeah, that essentially is the reason why you want to play her personal. Therefore, if you want to use anybody else as your main, as the player character, then go for Gala Eli in your team, and that makes more sense if it frees up a Lancer. In my case, I rather use Fjorm with the FEH background and whatnot. So.